Hey, good day, folks. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Uh, Happy holiday to everybody. I I apologize. I didn't do no videos yesterday. Yesterday I wasn't feeling too well. I think I may have had some bad food and just got sick. But I feel better today, so we're gonna keep it going here. Welcome to Cordele, Georgia, which is located in Crisp County. It is a little over an hour south of Macon and 41 minutes north of Albany. Let me double check here. I think that's correct here. Let me double check here because I was doing some prepping for another video, and I just want to make sure that I'm not getting anything mixed up here. Yeah, that's correct. Anyhow, Cordele, Georgia is known as watermelon capital of the world. This city was incorporated on the 1st of January of 1888. It was founded by J.E.D. Ship of Americus, Georgia. And the population here sits at 10,316 people. And it has lost 2.8% of its population as of the 2020 census. And the racial demographics are 26.3% white, 66.5% black, and 3.6% Hispanic. Oh, and 2% Asian. And if you're wanting to live here, the median home price is going to be $119,000. Now, there are plenty of houses that are priced lower than 119 grand. However, my suggestion would be, if you're wanting to live here, you're going to probably want to look at prices that are at least at the median price range. That's my suggestion for those of you that want to move to Cordele. Give me 1 second here, folks. Yeah, I think I told you guys that Cordele was an hour south of Macon and north of Albany. I think I told you that already. Just wanted to double check. Alright, anyhow, moving forward. So, the median rent price here is going to be $670 to $1,070 a month. And I gotta do one more thing here. I forgot to plug in the crime rate numbers, and let me do that real quick. Alright, now as far as it goes for the crime, your violent crime is about the national average, your property crime is going to be well over double the national average. In fact, the property crime here is going to be twice the national average plus 30%. So it's going to be well above double the national average for property crime here. So you're probably not going to want to go out here and buy an old school car and throw rims on it and then leave it parked out in front of your dilapidated structure. I'm just saying. I mean, not everyone. I mean, maybe that comment was a little off colored. You know what? I'm sorry. My bad. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just saying that sometimes in certain areas, you know, the houses look like crap, and then you look at the person's driveway and their automobiles. Not only do they look a lot better than where they live, but in some cases, they're worth more than where they live. Now, me personally, I never understood that concept, but I guess it's something that I'm never going to understand. You know, each his own, you know, whatever. But anyhow, given the high property crime rate here, I guess what I'm really trying to say is anything of value that you're not able to lock up, that's not able to anchor down, that you do not want stolen, don't leave it out. I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, on to some more information about this city. Alright, the city was named after Cordele Cordelia Hawkins, the eldest daughter of Colonel Samuel Hawkins. Which Samuel Hawkins was the president of Savannah, Americus, and Montgomery Railway. And this area was Georgia's capital temporarily during the last days of the Confederacy. I mean, of course, most of you realize that the state Georgia capital is Atlanta today. As Cordele continued to grow, Crisp County was formed in 1905 by taking some of southern Dooley County. So Crisp County basically is a section of Dooley County. By 1915, Cordele was home to industries such as an ice making plant, cotton product processing mill, a fertilizer factory, and other small manufacturing plants. By August of 1930, the Crisp County hydroelectric system was housed in Cordele, the first county-owned electric system. Now, unfortunately, 23 people died as a result of a tornado that struck this area on the 2nd of April of 1936. And given that this is known as the watermelon capital of the world, I mean, man, I'm hungry for some watermelon right now. I can definitely eat some watermelon. I mean, not only is it nutritious for me, but it will also help satisfy my sugar craving. But anyways, this city hosts an annual watermelon festival each June. Now, that's one of those events that I would love to visit. I would love to see what they have at this watermelon festival. I mean, like I said, I'm just starving for some watermelon. In fact, when I get done recording these videos for the day, I might go to the grocery store and get me one of the little small personal sized watermelons, cut it in half and eat it. Because, man, watermelon right now sound good. Anyways, a few people that are from this city, they have moved on in life and they're doing big things or done big things, is Joe Williams, a jazz singer, and he was a jazz singer and played the grandfather on the Cosby Show. Prairie Walker, a linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. He still currently does that. I think he got signed on last year in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really keep a close tab on sports these days. I'm too busy doing other stuff. So my apologies for you sport fans that are currently watching this video. And then Buster Brown is from here. Buster Brown, you know, because he does jazz and blues. Those are just a few of the people that are from this city that have moved on and done big things. So for those of you that still live here, that's not to say just because you're here, you're not doing big things. I'm just saying. And a few things to do here is, if you don't feel like driving to Macon or Atlanta or Albany for things to do, as far as some activities here in the city, you can always visit the Georgia Veteran State Park. I know that's not anything exciting for most of you, but you know, it's there. Go there, get some fresh air. If you got kids, go there and throw some, you know, go there and play catch or whatever. And of course, you got the Watermelon Capital Speedway, which I guess at some point throughout the year they do host race cars. I mean, they do host different races. Then you got the Sam Short Line Excursion Train. And the train ride is on, the train ride is going to be on a 1949 vintage train that travels from the Georgia Veterinary, that travels from the Georgia Veteran State Park to Plains, Georgia, to Archer, Georgia, and this ride is supposed to help you imagine the experiences that former President Jimmy Carter had when he rode that train and took that route. And then you got the Cordele Railway Park. And basically you can go there and learn the history of Cordele. You can learn the railway history, which is written on the plaques in front of the train tracks. And as far as what I think about Cordele, I mean, you know, in my opinion, the city can definitely use a little bit of improvements. I mean, honestly, I can't really, you know, although I can't really think of anything that stands out that's negative that I would say about this city, other than the fact that it does have a high property crime rate. I mean, I will say that this city can definitely do with a facelift. What do I mean by a facelift? What I mean is, between the city officials who are in charge of seeing that the city is maintained, to the residents who live in to the residents themselves who live in the city, y'all can get together and make the city look a little better. Like, as a resident who lives in the city, my attitude is, if you're gonna live in a house, whether you own or you pay rent, I just feel that some of these yards could be a little more kept up. Like, if there's garbage on the ground, pick it up and throw it in your garbage can. Keep your yards clipped. If you're a homeowner, do what you gotta do to not only make your yard look good, but try to maintain your house and keep it looking good. And if you're the kind of person that likes to tinker with cars, and you tend to have a bunch of junk cars sitting around and parts all over the place, try to contain all that in a designated space. That way it doesn't make your yard look junky. So in a nutshell, that's going to be the advice that I have for those of you that live in Cordele. Other than that, I can't really think of anything crazy that I'm aware of that's going on in this city. Like I said, the fact that the violent crime rate here is around average. That's nothing to, in my opinion, that's nothing to complain about. Could it be lower, like below national average? That would be wonderful. But the crime here, taking all things into consideration, does appear to be low, according to my research. And that's something big that most people look at when looking for a place to live. And I'm going to take a stab at why I think the city might be losing people. I honestly think the reason why this city is losing people is because it's so far away from larger cities such as Macon. Not that Macon is, not that Macon is comparable to, Atlanta or anything like that, but nevertheless, it is a metro area. And even from Albany, you're still over 40 minutes away from Albany. So I'm gonna say that will be one of the main reasons why this city is losing population. Now, in most cities that have a predominantly black population, I would say that in most cases, that's going to be another reason why many cities like this lose people. Now, I know some of you are going to be upset because I said that, but the truth is what it is. I could get more into it, but I don't feel like getting into it like that. So yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. However, some of the other videos I've done here in the state of Georgia, to where the population was majority black, in many of those cities, the city has actually gained people. So I would say for here in Georgia at least, I can't sit here and completely blame the loss of population here on the fact that it's predominantly black. Now, if this city was in another state like Indiana or even Alabama, I would say that. But here in the state of Georgia, here in Georgia, the dynamics are a little different than they are in many other states. So, although this city has a predominantly black population, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, that's the reason why this city's losing people. I genuinely believe the top reason why the city's losing people is because it's far from larger metro areas, and people prefer to be a little closer to the metro when it comes to going to work and entertainment and things of that nature. Now, for those of you that live out here, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Why is the city losing people? And do you see your city doing better? Do you see the population growing anytime soon? Let me know. Tell me what you think. Alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and end my commentary. So enjoy the rest of the video, and you guys have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one.